you eaten? And he said, no, I have not eaten. He said, but everybody can't be wrong. Even Balram is saying, it says today Balram has taken the side of the opposite side, or the other boys who are playing on the other side, opponents. Some others yesterday said, come closer. And the moment she opened the mouth of Krishna, then at least sometime she was lost where she is. Because to find that little earth in the mouth of Krishna, it became into a kind of a huge show in which she saw so many things. She showed the entire creation in the mouth. Besides that, she showed all the planets, including our planet, including Bharatvarsha. And in that Bharatvarsha also, she saw herself inside. Along with that, she saw Krishna also, another Krishna inside. So for some time she was completely lost, bewildered. What am I seeing? And this way, Mother Yashoda, for some time was lost completely. And some acharyas said she even fainted. So this was very, very shocking. I don't know if you can see this picture, which I'm trying to show you on my phone. All of you must have seen this picture. This is the pastime Prabhupada is citing what she saw in the mouth of Krishna. And she was completely taken back. And she, for some time, did not believe that Krishna is her son. Because how can a son carry so many things? And then when she woke up from consciousness, again, Krishna put his Leela Shakti, his Yogamaya, and she forgot everything about it. So even while seeing the mouth of Krishna, the entire creation was seen. In the similar way, a devotee, as he hears from other devotees, they can actually see everything within the universe just sitting at one place. Just like when you are holding a Bhagavatam, just like I am holding a Bhagavatam. And then in the Bhagavatam, there are so many things which takes you years to realize. And if you want to make the time shorter, the best way is to hear. Just by reading and studying will take you years and years and years. By hearing, the time will be shorter. And if you study nicely, it's for your own good. So this is the typical inquiry of a pure devotee like Maharaj Parikshit. And the third question was to speak about Varnashram, how it is able to elevate everyone. So if you go to the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, I think it's verse number 13, it says, Chaturvanyam Maya Shrishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasham. I created this system of 4 varnas and 4 ashrams. Though I am the creator of the system, I am the non-doer, he says. And I'm beyond it. Krishna is not in this one ashram. Krishna is the creator of the one ashram. Just like sometimes a system is given to run an institution. Just like if you may have seen these big supermarkets or big industries or big companies, they always have a system which they follow. And it is a system which governs everything. So this Chatur Varnam Maya system, it means Varnashram system, is actually designed by Krishna himself. And this Varnashram system is prevalent. Actually, we may not recognize it. But in every community of the world, of every country, does have these 4 varnas. And if they practice the 4 ashrams, it can become a very stable society. And a spiritually centered society, because the center of all society is Lord Vishnu. Varnashram Charavat Purushe Vishnu Purushe Pumana that the whole society is aimed towards one person, Vishnu. The Brahmins, they do their activities to worship Vishnu. Kshatriyas, they do their activities and by their acts, they worship Vishnu. The Vaishyas do the activities and worship Vishnu. And in the sutras also, they worship Krishna. And they worship Krishna by doing their duties. And along with that, by the worship of the Lord, everyone can become perfect. So this is the way. This is the way the system has been made. And the system is made for our own good, so that we follow the system and become spiritually advanced. So this is not something new, it has been followed for years. And this system has brought about love and prosperity, unity in the human society. So if you follow this system, then you'll be good. So this is one of the questions raised by Maharaj Parikshit. And Varnashram system is scientific, it's not non-scientific. And all of you know this science behind it. Varnashram system is one body, just like you have your body. And this head is like the Brahmins. The arms is the Kshatriyas, the belly is the, what do you call, the Vaishyas, and your legs to go everywhere is the Sudras. This is how the society works. So everyone does his own activity. Not everyone can become a Brahmin. Not everyone can become a Kshatriya. Not everyone can become a Vaishya. Not everyone can become a Sudra. We have inbuilt nature, physio-psychological nature. And if you follow that, then you'll be happy, satisfied. For example, your car breaks down. It doesn't mean you start opening the car and everything when you have no knowledge about it. Just call a mechanic. And he will look into the car and he'll sort it out. So in this way, just a mechanic has been given his duty, an electrician has been given his duty. A furniture maker has given his duty, a goldsmith, a government worker, a priest, a clergyman, everyone has been given his duty, including Vaishya. And the science behind Varnashram system is to control everything by controlling your department. For example, the Brahmins are controlled by the sannyasis. Then the Brahmins give knowledge to the whole of the society. And the Brahmins are protected by the Kshatriyas. And along with Brahmins, they also protect their religion. Then come the Vaishyas, they protect the cows. And they do farming, business. And the Sudras, they do labor to others. So there's a science that each one is an umbrella for each. So that the whole society becomes into one society and it's dependent on each other. Just like if you want to eat, you have to use your hands. You can't eat directly like that. It's like an animal. No, you've been given hands to eat. You want to walk, then you can't walk with your hands. You have to walk with your legs. The stomach does its activities. The head does its activities because the head is very important. Because that is the Brahmin of the society. The eyes, the nose, the mouth, ears, the speech, and so on. So this is the way Sri Prabhupada says that is the government given by Krishna. So here one very important line is that each one of us is a servant of the government. No one, not one person can claim that he is government. No. That is the meaning of this society. So these are the inquiries made by Maharaj Parikshit. Now, if you tell, especially modern people, that we are in a bubble, not many of us are going to believe. They say, oh, how can it be? And actually we are in a bubble. If you see sky, that is the limit. Nobody can go beyond the sky. It means we are enclosed in a bubble. And there are so many bubbles like this. It means there are so many universes, galaxies, far, far away, millions and millions of them. So Bhagavatam explains perfectly. And as you read in the 5th canto, there's also structure of universe given. What is situated where is our earth, where are other planets, where are other continents, where is Indraloka, Brahmaloka, and so on. Everything is explained by Bhagavatam. So these are the answers. Later on, Sukadeva Goswami will answer or take each subject seriously. So this is how we learn about everything else around us and also within us, what is inside us. Just like in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks about the body and the soul. And anyone who reads Bhagavad Gita, the verses are from 13 to 30, speaks about soul with so many different angles that if you understand them properly, you will never have problem of understanding what is body and what is soul. So that is our inside composition. Srila Prabhupada explains in a lecture, and also is explained in Bhagavatam, just the way you are studying the whole universe. If you study your own body itself is another universe. So if you study your own body, it can give you answers of what is beyond this body. I think earlier I had explained that those who study medicine, anatomy, in the beginning, they are told to dissect the hand of a human being, or maybe a rabbit or a frog, and then try to study what is inside. In the similar, Srila Prabhupada says, if you study inside you, it gives you so many answers, endless answers, and opens the dimensions for newer and newer knowledge. This is not something which is new. The modern way of understanding is called the ascending process. Ascending process is defective. It's like experimenting only. There's another descending process, which is recommended by all of our acharyas, that whatever the acharya says, whatever the disciplic succession says, we should accept it. And you have a right to experiment, to know whether it is true or not. Until now, nothing has been found to be wrong. Like Bhagavatam speaks about everything, about life, about birth, old age, disease, everything is explained. There's a chapter, if you go to the 3rd canto, and the whole chapter spoken by, the verse is spoken by Kapila Muni for the inquiries of Mother Devahuti. And he explains how a living entity takes birth. One minute, yeah? Just a minute. Class challenge. I didn't know that there was a class. मंदिर का सोफा ऊपर व्हाइट कोथरी शाल और कृष्ण के पीछे से नीचे. Sorry for the disturbance. Somebody had come to see. So Kapila Muni explains to Mother Devahuti so many things. So even I would recommend all of you, even Srila Prabhupada recommends, that 3 kind of studies must be done. Teachings of Lord Kapila Muni, teachings of Lord Chaitanya, and teachings of Krishna. You'll never go wrong in your devotional services. But all of them should be studied properly. Just like if you go to Srimad Bhagavatam, Kapila Muni's teachings start from chapter 25, 3rd canto, chapter 25, almost 25, right up to 30. I think 5 chapters, if I'm not wrong. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings are in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. The whole Chaitanya Charitamrita speaks of the teaching, but especially you should hear the teachings to Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami, both appearing in the Madhya Lila, chapter 7, chapter 19. Beautiful teachings. And Bhagavad Gita is the teachings of Krishna. So if you combine all of them, then you understand Bhagavatam very easily. Whatever is spoken, there is also spoken here, and that there is no contradiction. So in this way, all the inquiries, when you get all the answers, you feel satisfied. Your mind cools down. Your soul becomes peaceful. And then you can practice your devotional service very nicely. Your chanting will be good, your hearing will be good, your memories of Krishna, and furthermore, your memory will be good. Because you'll get the confidence that whatever I'm reading is perfect. Whatever Srila Prabhupada has given us, 100% is perfect. That's why Srila Prabhupada's books are actually treasure. And we can count the treasure, spread the treasure by giving out everyone. So a devotee's life is a life of inquiry. After inquiry, there is service. And after service, there is kirtan. Kirtan means preaching, telling others about the glorification of, if you have all the knowledge, you'll be able to glorify a devotee. And also you'll be able to glorify Krishna and anything related to Krishna, whether it is his name, you'll be able to glorify what is named, Krishna's form, beautiful form, name, form, pastimes, qualities, and the abode of Krishna. All that knowledge you can get if you ask. So as you read Bhagavatam, the way you had read Bhagavad Gita, you find at every step Arjuna is asking questions. In a similar way, in the Bhagavatam, Maharaj Parikshit is asking questions. And within that, again, there are conversations. At least 4 great conversations are there. There is a conversation of Maitra Muni with Vidura. Vidura is asking so many questions. Sukadeva Goswami and Maharaj Parikshit, Yudhishthira Maharaj, and Narad Muni. These are the way, so many questions, and sages of Naima Sharanya and Sutta Goswami. So 4 great conversations makes Bhagavatam. And as you read and read, you'll see that whatever questions arise in your mind, the answers are given perfectly. So we should treasure the Bhagavatam. You can treasure the Bhagavatam by reading Bhagavatam daily. In ISKCON, everybody loves Bhagavatam, but a few read it. Many think that it's not even important to read, not even important to sit in a class. No, it's very, very important. Srila Prabhupada said, this society, international society, is a kind of a hospital, and we are the patients. And the medicine is hearing Bhagavatam, and his clear order of Srila Prabhupada is every day Bhagavatam class should be there, and everyone should attend it. And if there is no Bhagavatam class, Srila Prabhupada says, then close your temple. It has no meaning. It's not like a Hindu temple where maybe once in a while some program. No, this has to happen daily. And as you read daily, then all these questions, like the questions Maharaj Parikshit is asking, will also come into you. And you'll get a satisfactory answers as you hear Bhagavatam. And if you're hearing Bhagavatam, especially from a devotee, Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam. That's why in the beginning we say, Narayan Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Deva Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttam Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtaki. All that is abhadra, inauspicious in the mind, is removed by hearing Bhagavatam. So I'll end the class here. Anybody likes to add something? Or if you have any inquiry, please ask. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Don't feel shy. Go ahead. Sri Prabhupada says when you ask questions, everyone benefits, so not only you. Everyone benefits. So please ask questions if you have.
Prabhuji, I have a question. It's not from today's class though. There's a devotee who is attending this class. She asked me something yesterday and I could not elaborate properly about the Vishnu's, the expansions of the Lord. We have Shirodakshaya Vishnu and Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Please, if you can just talk a little bit, just 2 minutes about them. She's here in the call, so she can hear.
Okay. Keep your, what do you call, a pen and a paper ready. Right. First is Krishna on the top. Remember that. First is Krishna. From Krishna, first expansion, directly expansion, which is done different from Krishna, is Balaram. Everybody knows Balaram, yeah? Then from Balaram, there are 4 Vishnu expansions. Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. There are 4. So these are called 4 quadruple expansions. Then again, from this Sankarshan, the second one, comes Narayan. Yeah? Then from Narayan, again 4 quadruple expansions. Vasudeva, now this time is called Mahasankarshan. Pradyumna, Aniruddha. Then from Mahasankarshan comes Mahavishnu, first Vishnu. The first Vishnu is also called Karanadakshayi Vishnu, who floats in an empty space, but he surcharges that space with energy. That's why it's called Karana, or the causal ocean. Then he floats inside. You must have seen that picture. If you've not seen the picture, let me show you the picture. You find this picture in Bhagavad Gita. Let me get you the picture. You won't understand these 3 Vishnus. This is a popular picture. Have you seen this picture? Can everyone see this picture?
Yes.
So from Krishna, after all those Krishna, then Balaram, quadruple expansions, 9, another quadruple expansion. From Mahasankarshan, this Vishnu is created. It's called Mahavishnu or Karanadakshayi. Mahavishnu is a simple name. Now, if you see these bubbles around him, you see these bubbles? Now, all these bubbles are created from his sweat pores. Like our sweat pores, they create salty water. But his sweat pores, as he breathes out, so many universes are created. Now, if you study a bubble inside the bubble, very, very elaborately, you see in the bubble, I'm seeing the bubble here in the corner here, if you see. In that bubble, if you see, is filled with water. On that water is another Vishnu, who is called Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. This Vishnu sleeps on the bed of a serpent, known as Sesha. And from his navel, he creates or he gives birth to a lotus flower. And on the lotus flower, he gives birth to Brahma. Brahma in turn creates so many species of life. And then in each living entity, the third Vishnu is potent, who is known as Paramatma, or also called Shirodakshaya Vishnu. So up to now, I explained to you at least 3 Vishnus for the creation. Karanadakshayi Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and Shirodakshaya Vishnu. Is that clear, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. I'm kind of lost. So Prabhuji said from Krishna, of course, we have Balram, and then from Balram is Narayan, and then comes Vishnu, Mahavishnu. Yeah. Then Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, who sits on Sheshnag and who created Brahma, and then from Mahavishnu again is Shirodakshaya Vishnu.
Not from Mahavishnu. He is again from Krishna himself.
Oh, from Krishna himself.
So everything is created by Krishna, remember.
By Krishna. Okay.
Or you can say everything is created from Narayan. So the third Vishnu is the Lord in the heart of all of us, called Paramatma.
Paramatma.
Shirodakshaya Vishnu.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you,
So
Prabhuji.
these are the Vishnus we should know by heart. I don't know if you have a Bhagavad Gita in your hand. Do you have?
Yes, Prabhuji, I do.
Okay, you go to the 7th chapter, verse number 4. Have you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, just read the purport, the first paragraph only.
Okay. The science of God analyzes the constitutional position of God and his diverse energies. Material nature is called Prakriti, or the energy of the Lord in his different Purusha incarnations, expansions, as described in the Sarthavata Tantra.
You can skip the italics.
Okay. For material creation, Lord Krishna's plenary expansion assumes three Vishnus. The first one, Mahavishnu, creates the total material energy, known as the Mahat Tattva. The second, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, enters into all the universes to create diversities in each of them. The third, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, is diffused as the all-pervading supersoul in the universes and is known as Paramatma. He is present even within the atoms. Anyone who knows these three Vishnus can be liberated from material entanglement.
So you are getting a simple answer?
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Clear-cut answer. Shri Prabhupada explains in a very simple language. Anyone can understand. But Prabhupada also gives you a guarantee in the last line that if you know these three Vishnus, you are liberated. What an easy way to become liberated is to understand these three Vishnus. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Okay, any other question?
Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
yes.
Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class. Prabhuji, may I ask a question again from Canto 5 of Srimad Bhagavatam?
Yes, yes.
So it's about the different, the planetary systems. So from the heavenly planets, so I've got two questions. The first one is the Soma, or the moon, that is one of the heavenly planets that is above the sun. So so that is the Vedic moon, that is the Vedic moon explained. However, each planetary system, they have their local moons, like and so those are the multiple moons, and those local moons, they are not explained, they are not referred to anywhere, are they? Because otherwise we don't hear about them. So that's my first question. So anytime there is a mention of moon in the Vedas, they are talking about the whole planetary system of the moon, which is above the sun. Am I right in understanding that? And my second question is, after the tenure is completed of the demigods who are in charge of these planetary systems, do they go to the spiritual world, or do they fall back on the different varshas, on the Bhumandala? And then what happens? So where do they go after their tenure is completed?
Now, for your first question, let me answer in a very simple way. If you are hearing Sri Prabhupada explains very in a very simple language. He says our sun is 93 million miles away, and moon is even further far. It's 95 million miles away. So moon is more further than the sun. There's a simple understanding. Let's talk of this universe. And the second question, where do the living entities go after annihilation, or maybe after dying? So after dying, the answer is very easy. That as per karma, one attains the next body. But even after annihilation, all the living entities go back into Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. and they stay in his body till the next creation takes place. And exactly the way they had left the body, exactly with the same karma, they will take another body, new body, but still that karma is retained in that body. So till you do not fulfill or clear your karmic reactions, you cannot go to Vaikuntha. Only those who are in Brahmaloka are allowed to enter Vaikuntha. Only those who are in the Brahmaloka. So I give you a simple answer to your question. Is it okay?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji, yes. So because that was my confusion, that being in the heavenly planets,
Yes.
you can either become a greater devotee and go to the higher planetary systems, or you can actually be completely overtaken by opulence and then fall down in the material planet. So during annihilation, they all go back into Garbhodaksha Vishnu, and they all
No, not all of them.
no, the ones who are
Not
bound
all
by
from the heavenly
karma.
planets don't go back. Only from Brahmaloka they go back.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Even
Okay.
those of Indraloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Mahaloka, they have to come back.
Right. Okay, Prabhuji. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yes. Prabhuji.
Brahmaloka, now I'll give you another a little deeper elaboration that to go even to Brahmaloka is not easy. Unless you follow your Varnashram system properly, for 100 lifetimes, you can go there. And to become Brahma, you have to take 100 lifetimes without speaking a lie. Then you can become Brahma. It all seems to be easy because we are hearing it, but practically it is not all that easy. Now, there is a dark side of the heavenly planets. There's so much opulence that they cannot practice devotional service. They do recognize Krishna to be supreme, but they do not engage in devotional service of hearing and chanting. So there's no chance of going from the heavenly planets to Krishna. It's only from earth. If you meet a pure devotee and work under him or follow his instructions, then you stand a chance of going back. So we are all indebted to Srila Prabhupada, to his representatives, to his books, and all the teachings given here under the umbrella of Srila Prabhupada. We stand a chance to go back home about it. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for explaining.
Right.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you for your nice question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances. I have a question on this financial system. Our teacher and mentor, His Grace Priya Govinda, told us that we are also dross in this system because we are all laborers. But I was also reading somewhere that once a student endeavors in Krishna consciousness, they become a little bit Brahmana. So my question is, for us as devotees or people who are trying to be devotees of Krishna, and we have this anxiety in the country, whereby they are telling us to maybe go to the streets and riot against a bad governance, like what is Arjuna doing in the Bhagavad Gita. What should be our proposition? Should we just stay in our rooms and meditate, or should we join our fellow people who are rioting in towns for bad governance? Because also when I read the Bhagavad Gita, it's saying in chapter 18, 43, 42, the Brahmana is well contented, but the Kshatriya is the one who is heroic. So should the devotees take part in this?
Well, first thing, when you are in ISKCON, remember that once you join ISKCON, you are trained to become a Brahmin. From a Brahmin, we are trained to become a Vaishnava. Now, when you become a Vaishnava devotee, does not mean that you don't fight. You have to fight, or you have a birthright, a constitutional right, that if something is going wrong, you should speak out. There's nothing wrong with that. But it has to be done in an amicable way, that things are sorted out nicely. Actually, according to the democratic government, all this is supposed to be done in the parliament, not on the streets. But if they want to do the streets, not bad, but it should be done in a nice way, without endangering the rest of the citizens. So if you say, what is our duty? Yes, our duty is first of all, to know our rights and to make sure that there's no corruption, there's no what you call kind of suppression, that everyone lives very happily and peacefully. So it is your intelligence, or you are supposed to decide what is right for you. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Right. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vancha bhagavatarubhasya kripa sindhubhaivacha patitana pavakebhyo vaishnavebhyo namana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Ram, 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 Ram.
Hare ki jai, Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
His Grace Rukma Prabhuji ki jai.
Thank you.
Thank you much, Jis and Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, everyone.